Hey, it's Patrick, and let's talk about bare knuckle performance suspension products. Now, bare knuckle has been in business for 20 years down there in St. Louis, Missouri, with Paul and the boys cranking out custom bikes and performance-based products for Harley-Davidson. Everything they have is made right here in the US of A. Down here on the end, we have a set of brackets. These brackets are for Indian Challenger models. They come in around the $200 mark. And what they do is they raise the rear of the bike up an inch or two depending on what you want. Now, why would you want that? Because it gives you more cornering clearance. The Challenger out of the box has some pretty decent suspension in the back with its Fox shock, but if you want some more clearance to lean the bike over farther, this is a great way to get that. This is just a straight bolt-on for around $200 to get you more ground clearance. To the right of that is fork extensions. Handful of models for this. They kind of accomplish the same thing, but up front. They have this available for the Indian Challenger model as well. So if you're going to raise the back up, you raise the front up to match. 1 or 2 inch lift, and these are also available for the 49mm Harleys, for the Harleys with inverted forks. Just depends on what model, how much it is, but it's going to be right around the $200, $250 range. So if you have a tall set of shocks on your Dyna and you're running that 49mm front end, you can raise the front up to match the back to get the maximum amount of clearance for going around a corner. Something to remember though, when you raise these bikes up like that, your kickstand is going to be way too short. Once that bike sits up nice and tall, when you go to put in the kickstand, it's going to lean way, way over. So you're going to have to adjust that, either with like an aluminum block or a longer kickstand. What we have here in the middle is their clinch fork brace. These are going to come in around the $400 mark, and they're available in gloss, black, and raw. And these fork braces have been a kind of staple in the performance Harley space for a while. These are going to be available for a bunch of models. They have 39 mils available, which, man, there's been a ton of models with 39mm front ends, FXRs, early Dynas, Sportsters, and they also have these for 49mm bikes as well as mid glide and a narrow glide. So if you have a set of the bare knuckle choppers trees that are narrow glide trees, you can stiffen them up with this. And what this does is this holds those legs tight. So when you're going through a corner and you start to get some flex, it stiffens it up. And you want that stiffness in a corner. This is just a great looking piece to put on the bike, stiffen that front end up, and give you a better corner carver. Now right here is maybe one of Bare Knuckle Performance's best known products, axle adjusters. And you're like, well, what does that have to do with like suspension performance? Well, if you've seen the Harley adjuster on the models this fits, you know how terrible it is. So these are going to fit Dyna models, FXR models, Sportsters, up to 04, baggers 80 to 99. And it's essentially what comes with those bikes is just a little galvanized tube with a threaded rod welded to it and a really thin metal plate on the outside with a nut. There's a ton of room in there for flexing. So not only does that piece on the inside not fit that well and there's not a lot of surface area, that little metal plate is the only thing holding that axle from moving. So you can see on the bare knuckle piece here, this billet piece slides inside the swing arm, a lot more surface area there. There's nowhere for it to go. I run these on my personal FXR, and these are a really nice piece. And it takes a piece that's forgotten about and gives a little aesthetic as well. So you have that nice big block inside the swing arm, stainless steel threaded rod to this billet aluminum piece on the outside. Now these are available in red, blue, gold, and black. So this piece here, the Harley piece, is nice, and it's just a little thin piece of metal. This is much nicer in that it's stepped. So half of this actually slips into the back of the swing arm, so it can't really go anywhere. It's got a nice tight fit, so your axle isn't gonna walk on you at all. With the Harley one, I don't know how it doesn't just stay crooked all the time. Lock that on the outside, and they put some nice laser etching on the outside there. You can get the American flag. On some of the models, they have the model number on there as well. Like the FXR, you can get one that says FXR. The Sportster, you can get one that says, I think, X1. And these are going to come in around the $200 mark. If you have any questions about anything here, you can go ahead and hit that info tab on your desktop or mobile device. That's going to take you to the product detail page where you can read other riders' reviews and more specs about everything you see here. If you still need more information, feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They would love to talk to you about what works best for you, your motorcycle, and your budget. I am Patrick. Thank you for watching. Now go work on those motorcycles.